And a glass of milk is always refreshing. And not only refreshing, it's nutritious, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hi again. I am in my home kitchen in San Francisco. And today we're going to talk, obviously, as you can see, dairy and lactose. There's a lot of questions that I get in my private practice regarding lactose, but we're going to clear up some questions today. By the way, this is Maggie. She is my intern, nutrition student, future dietitian, and I'm going to put her to some test. And we're going to play a game, and I want you to play the game with me too. So, Maggie, what is lactose?
Well, lactose, Manuel, is the sugar in milk.
Exactly. And as we know, I'm lactose intolerant. And now you saw me drinking milk. And that's because this is lactose-free milk. But we're going to discuss that in a second. So, lactose in milk, some people cannot digest because we don't have enough of the lactase, the enzyme that breaks lactose down. But I'm sure you have experience like I have. I can eat cheese and be okay. I can eat Greek yogurt and be okay. But then when I drink milk or ice cream, forget it. I get bloated. So now let's play the game. I have 7 dairy products here that will actually tell you which one has more lactose than not. So, all right, so tell me, and we're going to put it from most to least lactose. Can you tell us which of these has more lactose?
Well, I would think that it would be either the cow's milk or the ice cream.
Ice cream, which we did not put the ice cream in there.
We put ice cream.
That's okay.
So we'll pretend.
Every time we have ice cream in here. Okay, so we're going to move the ice cream in here. All right, so what's the next in line?
Well, I would think it would be cow's milk because that tastes kind of sweet and lactose is a sugar.
Exactly. So actually, you're right. So, yes. So, go. Then we have next. What is next?
So next, after cow's milk, I would think it would be either yogurt or Greek yogurt.
Yes. So now, actually, it's regular yogurt. Regular yogurt is next. All right. So that's regular yogurt. Now, next.
Next would be Greek yogurt.
Yes, Greek yogurt is next. So we're going to put that in here. We keep going. Okay,
so
next.
Next after that would be cheese or cottage cheese. But I'm
actually
not
cottage
sure.
cheese is next. You're right.
So cottage cheese has more lactose than regular.
Yes, and then we have cheese actually. And then the last is butter. So let's say the order from most to least is ice cream, cow's milk, yogurt, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, cheese, and butter.
Okay.
Fantastic. So now that we have this order, we're going to get cooking now. So we're going to leave that screen there of the order. And then let's move these so that I have a space for my cooking. I'm going to get some delicious recipe. So this recipe actually is one of my favorite Peruvian recipes, and is one of the first ones that I learned to cook. And every Peruvian home makes a different take on ají de gallina, which is, by the way, a shredded chicken recipe made with milk, but I'm using lactose-free milk because I'm lactose intolerant, and Parmesan cheese and walnuts, and you'll see now. So we're going to start by heating up the oil. All right. And then actually we're going to add some onions. Perfect. And we're going to create a sauté. And this sauté we call in Peru aderezo, by the way. And aderezo, what it is pretty much a combination of onion, garlic, which I'm going to add in a second here, and also ají paste. Now, what is ají paste? I'm going to show you here in a second. Ají paste is ají is a chili, a yellow chili, a Peruvian chili that comes from the area of the coast of Peru. And I show you here so you can see this, the chili. You can find these in Mexican stores or Latino stores around your neighborhoods. And you pretty much what you do is you can blend it with a little bit of oil and water, a little salt, and then you make the paste, and that's what goes in here. You can find a huge chili paste in every Peruvian home if you go to Lima or any part in Peru. All right, and then we're gonna now add salt to this. We're gonna add cumin, pepper, and we already add the oil, so that's good. This is smelling good, actually, really good. So we're creating this beautiful satay here now. And the next step here is to add some walnuts. Perfect. Now we're gonna add the walnuts there. And we are now, while this is cooking, I'm gonna tell you what else we're gonna do here on the side. So we have been soaking bread in milk. And what we do is we're gonna pour the bread and milk into the blender here. So that's easy. Perfect. I'm actually gonna move that to the here side of our way. And now we're gonna blend this after this is cooked. In a second here. So, I'm going to tell you a little story. When I moved to the United States about 30 years ago, I actually was pre-med. I wanted to become a doctor. And when I moved here, of course, I was missing my Peruvian cuisine, my Peruvian dishes. And ají de gallina was one for sure that was like, God, the smells and the chicken. And, it reminded my mother. So 30 years ago, there was no Facebook, no emails, I'm that old. So anyhow, so I will do written mails to my mother, and she will send me recipes, one at a time. And this was one of the first recipes that I learned how to cook. And to be honest with you, the minute I start cooking, I fall in love. I fall in love with cooking and food. And that's when I start having doubts about becoming a doctor. And then I say, what can I do that I can marry the two, the kitchen and health? Well, nutrition was the answer for me. So that's when I did the shift. I did the shift of becoming a registered dietitian. And now, as you know, I'm cooking and talking about health all the time. All right, so now I'm going to actually pour the satay into the blender, and let's do that now. All right, so you probably see the recipe in your screen, and you can take notes, or if it's going to go too fast, you can stop and take notes later because the video will be live. It will stay there, and those are the ingredients of the recipe. All right, so now that we transfer that, we're going to blend the All right, so now that we have blended the delicious satay, that aderezo with the bread and milk, I'm going to pour that in the pot. This is, God, this is one of my favorite recipes, so creamy, so delicious, with the walnuts, the nutty flavor, and actually also the chili paste is delicious. All right, now we're going to add the shredded chicken in here. And we're going to cook this for about 8 minutes, but I'm not going to make you wait. I'm going to continue adding the ingredients that still we need to do. The chicken is already being cooked, by the way, And I'm going to put that here. The chicken has been cooked already. So, and I saved the broth. And we add the broth in the chicken stew here as it thickens. Because what we're going to do next is we're going to add Parmesan cheese. Okay. Parmesan cheese. And walnuts again. Because we want crunchy things as we eat. This creamy sauce is so delicious. And then with the broth that you boiled, the chicken breast, you saved it, as this starts thickening and you're cooking it, you start adding little broth at the time, so you end up with a creamy consistency. I'll show you in a second in the camera so you can see what I'm seeing. So let me show you here. Very, very, very delicious. So this is ají de gallina. Very good. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to actually pour ají de gallina on a plate. So we have our garnishes here. All right. Now, because this is not quite prepared yet, I already have made some early on today. So I'm going to get it out of the oven. Now, how you make, God, this is so good. I can't wait. So how you plate. Normally in Peru, we do rice and potatoes, but I'm a dietitian. I like portion sizes. I'm going to use tricolor potatoes. I'm going to pour tricolor potatoes in the plate. I use purple potatoes and yellow potatoes and red potatoes, and it's so good. And also by adding tricolor potatoes, you're adding more antioxidants into your life and have a plant. We always like to pair things, plants and meat. All right, next we're gonna pour the ají de gallina on top. And that's how we do it in Peru. Love this. Really good. All right. All right, that's enough there. And then we put some eggs. We eat it with some eggs as well. It's looking so colorful. A little bit of olives. I mean, if you don't like olives, you can skip the olives, but I like the olives. And then, of course, we add a little bit of parsley too. And look how beautiful this looks. I love the colors. And, of course, this is smelling delicious as well. Let me rinse my hands 1 second. This is good. And now, obviously, the best part, I'm going to taste these. I will never cook something and not taste. And, of course, I'm going to make you jealous. But you can make it now. So let's see. I'm going to have a little bit of the ají de gallina here. Whoop. Wow. Excellent. All right. So now it is your turn to make ají de gallina, this Peruvian chicken fricassee, nutty sauce with chili paste. And if you cannot find chili, ají chili, yellow ají chili paste, you can use any chili paste. So that's okay. The flavors come from the nuts and everything else. So remember, you can have dairy if you have lactose intolerance. You can have different amounts and, kind of test what you're intolerant to, what you're less or more to. Different dairy products contain different lactose amounts. So everybody is different, is individualized, and one size doesn't fit all. You don't know that. And enjoy, eat healthy, and add dairy in your life. And again, thank you. And until next time, my friends.